Aloha, it's me Dashama, welcome back. Today I'm really excited to share with you a practice about abundance actually, and this is an interesting and important practice because I meet so many beautiful people all over the world who have this poverty consciousness. And poverty consciousness, just to describe it in a few words, is the feeling or the belief that there's not enough in the world, right? So there's not enough money, there's not enough time, there's not enough of something, whether it's men, good men in the world, or women, good women in the world, or opportunities, like whatever it is. If you feel that there's not enough of something in the world, then you got to shift that, because in the true reality of existence and on earth and in the world, there's more than enough of everything. Like literally there is infinite abundance of every single thing on earth. Like in the universe, it's just absolute abundance. If you look around in nature is the most perfect example of absolute abundance, because if you look at trees, they just have millions of leaves, and the flowers and the grass, and it's just pure abundance. Everywhere you look, it's just absolute abundance. So if you look at your own life and you think, oh, I don't have enough, like people always want to come to my trainings and retreats and do work with me, and then some of them have this poverty consciousness, which is like, oh, I can't, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, I don't have enough. So it's like this constant loop. It's a belief cycle, and it's deeply embedded, and a lot of it comes from, childhood. Maybe your parents used to have poverty consciousness, or they instilled beliefs in you that you need to be tight with money, or that you don't have enough time, or whatever their beliefs were often comes into the children. I know I had the same thing. It was interesting to just observe and look back over my childhood. It's interesting, my grandparents came over from England, and they had built up a really big business in New York, and they made a lot of money, millions of dollars. And then it was interesting because my parents both came from very wealthy parents, and then neither of them, they both decided to buck this system and decided to go the opposite direction, which is not manifest abundance and see the world as kind of this limited perspective through the lens of poverty consciousness and lack energy. So I've had both sides of it influencing me, and even when I was in foster homes, and I had many different influences. So over the years, it's been a huge process of deprogramming and unraveling the old tape of these different beliefs that get instilled into us as we're developing our beliefs and our consciousness as children and as we grow up as well. So today's video is all about deprogramming any limiting beliefs that you have and that are creating poverty consciousness in your life, and then reprogramming yourself with abundance consciousness. So abundance consciousness is what I was just saying, that there's infinite supply in the universe. There's more than enough for everyone. So that's also a reason why we never need to be competitive with anyone. You don't need to look at me and want to compete with me and think that you need to take from someone, or whatever it is. You don't need to see the world that way, because if you see the world like that you need to be competitive, what it actually is telling the universe is that there's not enough for both. And I love this saying. I saw this quote before. It says, I'm not competitive, I hope we all make it. And that's actually my philosophy too. I am not competitive, and I really do hope we all make it, and I want everyone to be successful. That's the reason that I create these videos. I even made a whole program online called Yoga MBA, teaching all of my business secrets, and I made a free webinar. If you want to go watch it, I'll put the link below, that you can learn all my secrets on how to be successful in life and how I made millions of dollars traveling around the world doing what I love. So I shifted out of my poverty consciousness, and I know that you can too, and anyone can, because it's just a matter of reprogramming your consciousness. It takes work. It's not going to necessarily always happen overnight, but it will happen for you if you stay committed and focused, and you really have a pure intention to make this happen for yourself. All right, so let's do it. Basically, the first thing that you want to think about is, what are my limiting beliefs? Do you see the world as abundant, or do you see the world as limited for yourself? So do you feel like you don't have enough time? Do you feel like you don't have enough time? Do you feel like you don't have enough money? You don't have enough friends? Or do you feel maybe there aren't enough good men in the world or good women in the world? Do you feel that there's not enough for you in any way? If so, this is important for you. you have to start with truth, right? Look at yourself as an observer, look outside of your own reality, look at yourself through the lens of truth and say, where am I limiting myself? Where are my limiting beliefs at? And then start to reprogram those. And you can reprogram those in a number of ways. Starting with just affirmations, you can tell yourself, I am abundance. I am infinite abundance. I actually love that phrase, I am infinite abundance. I am abundance. It's such a powerful statement. Saying, I am abundance. I come from abundance energy. I have abundance of ideas. I have abundance of energy. I have abundance of love. I have abundance of kindness. I have abundance of compassion. Start to think of all the things that you do have that are abundant in your life. So it's easy to look at what you don't have, and everybody has something that they're lacking, right? It's kind of like the journey of life. Is like there's something you're aspiring towards, of course, but that's not what you need to focus on. As you focus on the lack energy, you create more of that. This is the law of attraction. There's also other laws of the universe that we're talking about here. But as you look at your own life through the lens of truth, really look at where you feel lacking. Are you lacking in money? Do you feel that there's never enough? How is your relationship to money? When it comes to spending, do you feel tight and constricted, or do you feel open and fluid? Do you feel the abundance of energy through the giving and receiving of the process of money? Do you feel that the universe is always supporting you? Do you believe that you're always getting the short end of the stick, or that you just have bad luck or bad karma or whatever it is? Or do you feel the infinite support and abundance of the universe? So these are all things that you want to think about as you're doing this practice, because it takes time. You want to get out a journal if you can and start to write down all of your limiting beliefs, all the ways that you feel poverty consciousness is maybe ruling your life, and then also write down all the abundance that you have in your life. So this is also a practice that I teach, that I do in my trainings, which is writing down everything that you're grateful for. So as you're writing down everything that you're grateful for, you realize those are your abundance. That is your abundance. Maybe it's just you have amazing, family that is so beautiful, or maybe you have amazing friends and they're always there for you, or maybe you have all sorts of ideas and creativity, or maybe you're an artist or a musician and you have an abundance of talent, or maybe you're just exceptionally beautiful and that's your abundance. You have beauty. Maybe your kindness is your abundance. Maybe, just look around, look at yourself with the lens of truth from an observer perspective, which is from an outside perspective, and see the truth of who you are and see the abundance in your life, and then just truly make it a practice of remembering this abundance and bringing it into your daily meditations. Feeling the abundance inside, feel it in your core, feel it in your heart, feel it so deeply that it's definitely like a part of you, that you know that is who you are. And then when you catch yourself, if you go into lack consciousness or poverty consciousness, look at that. When you see yourself in that energy where you're like, I don't have enough and there's not enough, and you can feel it. It's actually a very downer energy. It reminds me of Eeyore. It's like, it's just this feeling like negative energy, but specifically around abundance consciousness is what we're talking about today. And so you want to eliminate all negative energy from your life, but besides for that, really looking at your life from this new lens, which is how abundant you are, and really just turn your eyes and your focus and your gaze to the truth. Turn your gaze to the truth, to the light, to the source of life. Infinite abundance is everywhere around you. Feel that every moment, and your life will start to shift. You will attract so many miracles and so much abundance, and this in itself will change your life forever. And then when you want to come to Hawaii with me in October and do one of my trainings, or in Bali or some of my other programs, you will know that you can manifest anything that you want in this life. And it's the first step is just believing it and feeling the abundance of what you do have, and then bringing that energy into you. Because as you bring that energy into you, then you'll manifest more of the same through the law of attraction. So you will feel like, okay, I'm abundant because I have amazing food to eat. And then all of a sudden you start attracting more abundance. Like, now I have amazing friends to spend my time with, or now I have an amazing business that's thriving and I have so many beautiful things coming to me every day. This happened to me, many years ago. I learned this, and I've been for years always getting so many beautiful things people send to me, products to try, clothing. I have like so many free beautiful yoga clothes and beautiful bikinis even, and many things that I've received over the years just because I feel so abundant. I don't need anything. I honestly don't need anything. So it's like the less you need, the less needy you are, the more you receive. The people that I know that need the least, receive the most. You see this in celebrities and stuff. Like, they have millions of dollars all the time, and then people always want to give them stuff. They're like, here, will you wear my dress? Will you wear my diamond jewelry? Will you wear my whatever brands and stuff? And it's because they don't need anything, but they come from that place of infinite abundance, and sharing what they do have with the world through different ways of social media and through traditional media. And then it's that not needing anything, feeling infinite abundance, knowing that you're infinite abundance, and then being willing to share from a full cup. There's two ways to see a cup, right? Half full, half empty. When you see your cup is full and it's overflowing, if you share from that place of overflow, you will see infinite abundance loves to attract to itself. So you always attract more of that. And so the more you come from the overflow, the more abundance energy you will attract, and then that becomes like the entirety of your paradigm. Your reality shifts completely with this practice. So practice this. Let me know how it goes for you. Leave a comment and let me know if you're doing this practice. Let me know if it helps you, and post any questions if you have as well. Share with your friends, click like, be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll be posting more videos every day here on my channel at YouTube. And it also have posties at Facebook and Instagram, so if you follow me there, follow me on my different channels, because I post different stuff on every platform. Anyway, hope to see you sometime in a beautiful paradise location at one of our trainings or retreats, or online for one of my online trainings or programs. Sending you so much love for a beautiful, blessed, and miraculous, incredible day. Namaste.